Little update. It is Saturday evening. Today was not a good day at all. Let's see, let me back up to yesterday. Yesterday went pretty good. We got unloaded in the morning, and then we went up to get reloaded. Now, let me back up to Thursday night. Thursday night, I slept with the truck off, with my little generator running. I woke up, it was minus 11 outside. My truck started right up, no problems. My little generator is tied into the cooling system of my truck. So when my generator's running, it heats up my truck engine. So Friday morning, I start my truck, no problems. It cranks right up. Temperature's probably about 130 degrees on the coolant temperature, so you know, no problems. And it was minus 11 outside with the wind chill. Yesterday we went and delivered, no problems. Ran over to Benton Harbor, Michigan to reload. Got over by Michigan and started to snow. Wasn't nothing too crazy. It was a little icy, a little slushy. I was empty, so I took it easy. Don't have much footage because I'm still having cameras issues, and I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think I might have to break down and buy a GoPro, but them things are expensive. But if I keep doing this, I'm gonna have to get a better camera. So anyway, went to get loaded. Went good. The place I loaded at, they're pretty cool. Backed in there, got loaded. Had to tarp it, and the guy, there was another truck waiting. He says, man, just roll your tarps out, get a couple bungees on there, and then if you could, finish up outside. Well, it was snowing outside, and I don't mind. That's part of the job, flatbedding, you know, that's just part of the deal. That's what you got to do. So got loaded yesterday, and everything was cool. You know, there was snow on the ground, and you know, it was all right. But I made it over to Porter, yeah, I think it's Porter, Indiana, at the TA truck stop. I got to the TA. There's two TAs there. There's one on one side of the road, and there's one on the other side of the road. I went to the little one on the other side of the road and bought fuel. I filled up one tank. I knew it was going to be cold. I bought one tank and I put fuel additive in. Now, I went to bed last night. I drove across the street. Excuse me. I drove across the street to the other side, to the other TA, and I turned the truck off, turned the generator on. I knew it was going to be cold, and then you know, but it couldn't have been any colder than what it was Thursday night. So anyway, I'm getting to the point. Hang on. Wake up this morning about 5 o'clock this morning to warm the truck up. I go to start it, and it runs for about an hour. There was a trailer parked beside me. I had pulled into a spot. There was a trailer parked beside me. I heard that trailer leave in the morning. Well, there was a little bit of a wind blowing against the driver's side of the truck. The fuel filters for the engine are on the driver's side. Truck ran for about an hour, hour and a half. All of a sudden started spitting, sputtering, and everything else. I knew what was wrong. The fuel was frozen, most likely in the fuel filters. I turned it off. I dumped some more stuff in there, but I knew if I kept trying to start it, I was gonna screw it up worse to restart it. So I went to the TA shop to have them come out and put new fuel filters on. That took about 3.5 hours for them to show up, which is cool, you know, they're busy. So, and the guy that came out was great, it wasn't no problem. Charged me $100 for that, which I expected. Got the truck started. I let it idle for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I went to drive over to the fuel aisle because now I'm gonna put some of that 911 fuel gel in the truck. I make it almost to the fuel aisle, and what's it start doing? Spitting and sputtering, freezing up again. So apparently my fuel had frozen in the lines also. I make it to the fuel aisle. I mean, it's smoking, it's raising hell and everything else. I make it to the fuel aisle. and I put fuel in. I put that 911 stuff in. I let it sit on the fuel out for about 30 minutes idling to get that stuff going through there, plus with the new fuel in there. Once she quit spitting and sputtering, I made one trip around the parking lot in low gear, revved it up to about 1400 RPM, get all that fuel moving around, and then I took off. By then it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And today was supposed to be an easy day, but I'm over here in Vandella, I think it's Vandella, Illinois, at a little truck stop. I got exactly 500 miles to go tomorrow. And I got the truck off right now, but I am not turning this truck off tonight. I'm leaving the thing running because I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if I had bad fuel. The only thing is I used a different fuel additive. I usually use the Howes. I think it's HOWES or something like that. I usually use that. I have no problem. They were out of that when I went to get fuel, and I ended up buying Lucas, and I've never used that stuff before. So I don't know if that was the issue, if I had bad fuel, or, you know, I didn't have a lot of miles on the fuel filters. It was only about 4,000 miles on the fuel filters. So I'm not quite sure what the problem was, why those fuel filters clogged up like they did. But anyway, she's running good now. By the time it was all said and done, I spent about 150 bucks getting the truck restarted. So, like I said, I don't know. I haven't had a problem with frozen fuel in a long time. But all right, I tried some video. I have a new video editing program that I'm going to try, and like I said, I'm still working on the camera situation. So just be patient. I was too stressed out and too cold to take video this morning of everything that was going on. Oh yeah, on top of all that, I had a headlight go out and I had to fix that. So, but it was just too cold and too stressed out. So, hopefully tomorrow I'll get some nice video for you, and driving over to Wichita, and hopefully we'll have no issues. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry about the rant, but it was just I don't know, this day was a bad day. So talk at you later. Thanks for watching, and bye.